Hey friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and welcome to week 4 of our May design challenge using an inspirational picture for jewelry design. And we have one more week left, or actually a week and a half. So I will do another one on Sunday, and that'll be it for the challenge. But by all means, continue to use this as a way to stoke your inspiration if you feel stuck. It's a great way to jump into a different color palette than maybe you're used to. It's just a really good way to just get the creative juices flowing. So I hope that you'll continue to do this. And if you are in the Facebook group, which I hope you are, please post the picture, your inspiration picture, and what you're making. We all would love to see it. I'm seeing some gorgeous things, and we couldn't have a nicer group of people in that group. And that group is under, if you look under groups in Facebook, it's Marcie Creates, and I will put the link in my description below. So here is my inspiration picture. For those of you who have been following along, you already know this. What I wanted to do just really quick is show you where I'm at. Now, last week we made earrings, and I did do a focal piece the week before, and then I did some stringing, but I finished the stringing. So I may do a little more dangles and things, but I wanted you to see what I added. And I just did some chain on the back. This is a very long necklace, so there's no, what do you call it? No components to, clasp it. No clasps. But I have this really pretty architectural flower. And I did grab a dragonfly. And then here are my links. As you can see, I did do some wire wrapping on some of them and straight up loops on some others, just for variety's sake. But there's my other little dragonflies. I love these. I think these are resin, but they're really cool looking. And I got to pick out some really interesting copper beads that I've been holding on to, which I really love. And then look at this check bead. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the colors too. And then here's the chain. So what my thought is, now that I've got this piece done, I might add a few more dangles. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to gild the lily. You know what I'm saying? So we have that. And then last week, we did these really pretty earrings, these dangle earrings. I am going to make more earrings. And this is you take your time with this. If you don't finish in May, no big deal. But I did it's almost 5 weeks, so it's a nice long time to just work on one idea. But I know we're all working on lots of things at once. I know I am. But here's our earrings. And you tell me if I'm making it look like that. This is just your jump off point. You can be literal if you want, but mostly I'm picking up the color palette and the idea of like the woods. I've got the tree of life here, because this looks like tree branches to me. And then you got flowers and just so ethereal. I just love it. Anyway, tonight I'm going to make another necklace. I had started something I showed you, I think, last week, and I'm going to pick up where I left off. Now that I've got these few pieces finished. The necklace took a while, and that's okay. You always want like a showstopper, and I would consider that one my showstopper. And now we're going to do some other things. So, tonight, I am going to play, I had already strung this fairy silk. Let me push these back. On this really pretty bar that's curved with the carved flowers. I just love that. And so I'm going to do dangles, and this could be like a layering piece to the other necklace if we want. Also, this is not going to have a clasp. I'm going to tie knots in the back. But my thoughts were to do some tassels here. I just do a few. And then, I don't know, maybe do some of these beads. I have these really cool spacer beads. they're tubes really, but the silk will go nicely through there. And then I thought we'd do some wire wrapping techniques as well. And then I have these leaves. I bought these glass leaves from a local shop, and I've had them for years. I probably had these for 20 years, but look how they're glass, and they're frosted glass. They already came with the loops in them, but I thought some little clusters of them hanging in a few places would be really gorgeous. Like maybe like that, and then maybe another. I want to get each one. There's some small ones and some big ones, kind of like that. And then I have these really pretty tulip beads that I thought we could put the square beads with. And then just here and there some dangles of, you know, some of these. And I love how spicy that is. Maybe put that with our leaves. Did I say spicy? It's just really vibrant. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So, and then we've got more of these. So I just wanted to, you know, of course I want the silk to show, but I also want there to be, you know, pops of color and some movement with some things that we're going to hang. Maybe I'll do some more up here. So I'm going to just lay these out real quick, just so I know I have enough. Yeah, these are fun. I forgot I had them. But that's what's nice about doing some of these challenges. You really got to dig through your stash, and you'll find stuff that you've had for years you haven't touched. And you'll be like, oh, I want to use that. I don't know if I'm going to use this guy or not, but look how gorgeous. I'm certain I got that in a set somewhere, but I don't remember where. I may or may not use that. And then we also have these pretty beads that we might use somewhere. I'm just going to play it by ear, because I think you can do too much when you're doing something like this, and I don't want it to be overwhelming to the eye. All right, so I have jump rings in a bunch of different sizes here, and I do have some 20 gauge vintage bronze wire, and I'm going to do a couple of techniques with the wire. This is so I can help. I made myself a little hook so I can pull some of the silk through the beads. That's always helpful to have. And I think that's it. So I think I'll get started. So I was going to start down here with these guys. And maybe I'll make another dangle. Maybe I should do some pearls too. All right. Let me grab some head pins really quick. Hope you guys are doing well. We managed to escape a really bad hailstorm. Couldn't believe it. My mom told me this morning that there was fist-size hailstorm, hail, just a couple of clicks up the highway from us. But we didn't have any. We just had a tremendous amount of rain came down all at once, and then it stopped. So I'll take the rain. I don't want the hail. As I've said before, we have crazy weather here. So, but it was the town of Allen, which, if you've been watching the news, we had a mall shooting there a couple of weeks ago, and that poor city doesn't need anything else happening. So hopefully they're going to have a quiet week this week. It's just, I don't even want to talk about the shooting, but it's just devastating to even hear. So my prayers are with those families, and I pray that this kind of stuff stops, because it's just, it's just so needless. Anyway, back to our jewelry so I don't make everybody bummed out. I am using some ball head pins. And these are my crazy brass ones that came to me all kind of cattywampus. And I'm just going to make some loops with these guys. And I think what I'll do is one side and then do the other side off camera, just for the sake of not keeping you all evening. But do stay till the end of the video, because I'm going to show you a little preview of what our Tutorial Tuesday is going to be. So if you want a sneak peek, keep watching. All right. So I'm just going to do some wire wrap loops here. And like I said, I'm going to do one side and then the other. So let me move this stuff. That way I don't, because I'm really good at dropping things, as we know. So I'm going to be just going up this way, and then I'll mirror the other way. So let's see here. Just going to wire wrap this. For those of you who are in the States, Memorial Day is coming up. I'm going to take a 4-day weekend. I have that Monday off from the day job, but I think I'm going to take next Friday. More jewelry making time. That's what I need. And then we're going to blink and it's going to be fall again. I just can't believe it. I mean, school's out probably this week, I think. Might be the last week of school or half week around here. It goes by faster every year. Okay, so I want jump rings that the silk will slide through pretty easy. For this piece. And I don't know. I think I should probably attach this stuff first. We'll see how that works out. I don't remember where I got this. Possibly Bargain Bead Box, maybe Auntie's Beads. Or it could be Goody Beads. That's pretty. All right. Sorry if I was a little off camera there. All right. So we've got our pretty dangles. And I'm just going to slide them on. I suppose I could have put it around the silk, but I'm just going to slide it on. And I'll do the same to the other side. So that's pretty. I like it. So next we're going to do this round bead. And I'm just going to make a knot where I want it to stay. I love working with Sari Silk. Fairy silk. Oh my goodness. My tang got tangled. All right. I'm so glad I can make myself laugh. Anyway, let's put this bad boy on. Large hole beads. If you got a bunch of large hole beads, hang on to them so you can use silk or leather too, like suede. Suede's nice to use also. Or thick kind of silk cord would be good. I find it to be too slippery for my comfort level, but some people really work nicely with it. Okay, so we've got So this is going to go pretty quick, I think, which I like. You know, nothing has to be so complicated. So now I want to put, I think I want to do my leaves now. So let's grab these. Okay. And this guy. And this is going to be a little different. So I'm going to make a coil with a loop at the end. Well, you'll see. So I'm going to grab a bunch. This is 20 gauge. I think I watched Gem Hawks do this technique on something, and I can't remember what it was, but it was cool and very easy to do. So you start with your wire, and I'm going to grab my bail making pliers, and I'm going to grab, I think this size. What you're going to do is take your wire, and you're going to make a bunch of little coils with it. Hang on, let me reposition. So just like this, as if you were going to make your own jump rings. If you've done that before, this is the same thing. So however many coils you want. This adds a nice texture to things too. Okay, and then you pull it off your, now you've got these little ends, okay, and on one end, I'll take the bigger end, I'm going to go backwards this way. I'm going to twirl it just a little, just so you've got a little hole, right, little loop, but the loop is closed. And the reason why is because I'm going to put a jump ring there, and I don't want anything to come out of it. This side, I'm not going to do that with. I'm just going to turn it in on itself a little bit. Just like that. I'm doing a variation on what Jem taught. I'm doing a variation specifically for this necklace. So now you have a coil. Whoops. You have the loop that you closed, and you have the loop that you closed on the inside. This is going to be what we hang our dangle from with our leaves. So now what I need to do, this is going to go on our necklace like this, but the loop needs to hang down. So we're just going to take our flat nose and bend it. So now it's sitting on top of the coils. Okay? And then that's going to slide onto your necklace, and we're going to put our dangles through this. So let's grab another jump ring. Let's see, I'm going to need, I need to make a dangle out of this too. Hang on one second. Because all of these are going to go on. And you can do this on leather. This is also a great way to do an ending on leather if you want, and you pinch it, and you can do a closure for your leather. All right. Okie doke. So now we have our coil, and I want to put one of these guys. No, I think I was going to do that. Yeah, okay. So let me grab a jump ring, and I'm going to grab a bigger, I don't think I need a super huge junk ring, but maybe this size. I'll pull a few of those out so I know what size I used. And we're gonna put our okay. I'm gonna attach it to the coil. And then let's see, let me put the big one on, well, medium. Let's put this big one. Some of the check leaf beads would be pretty if you don't have these. Because these are kind of a one-off thing I bought locally. So I realize you may not have anything like it, but you can find some glass leaves that look pretty if you decide to do this design or any dangle that you're working on. And I'm just going to close this now. And then we're going to slide this down our silk. We want to make a, do I want to make a, let's see. Let's make a little, just for extra. This you can pinch, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it round. But you can pinch it, and that's also the technique that Jem taught. But I'm going to leave it round. I'm adapting it for this design, which is what's great about learning from different, jewelry. I know you all watch other jewelry makers, and that's great because I watch them too. And that's how you expand your horizons. You learn a technique, and then you adapt it to what you're doing, and it becomes your own. So definitely experiment. You don't have to do it exactly, boy, I wish my mouth would work today. Exactly the same way every time. You can always, think to yourself, what if I did this? And try it. That's what I do. All right, now we've got our leaves. Oops. So this slid right off my knot. So I gotta make another knot. No worries. That should work. There we go. That's fun. Okay. So, let's see. Let's do another one here. I mean, another knot. Sometimes twisting the silk is helpful. All right. Those are pretty big too. Let me see if that's going to slide off of there. Nope, that's good. Okay, now this is probably, I'm going to try to string this through here, but I'm probably going to need to use my little hook that I made. But let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, whoops. Wait a minute. Looky there. This is one of those boho beads from Jesse James Beads. It came in one of their mixes. I love to save the boho beads for things just like this. If I don't use them right away with whatever mix they came in, they're perfect for this. All right. Okay, so now we're going to make another loop, another knot. I don't remember the joke, but I remember punchlines, not jokes. And now that I've said knot, I'm thinking of this punchline I heard. And I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember. But the punchline was frayed knot. Yeah, I'm silly. Okay. I think we established that. Let's see. Let me make another one of these. So last night, you know, I've got doggies, little ones, and they're getting older, and they just can't hold it, if you know what I mean. They've got to go out, like, all the time. So 2 in the morning, I let them out, and of course they're nice enough that they do their business quickly, but I'm still up. So when I went back to bed, I had the most vivid dream, and it was just, you know how you just have silly dreams, and then of course, I don't know, then the dogs got up again and they interrupted my dream. I was like, you guys stop it. That one was actually fun. Anyway. All right. So we're going to do some more. Oh, we've got this guy too. You know, this is going to be, we may need to add some more fairy silk. That'd be kind of nice. Because I think we're going to run out of the peach. That's all right. Okay, so I'm making another dangle. We'll see how it goes. But I have no problem with adding more. That might be kind of cool with a two-tone. Oh, so I neglected to tell you what my dream was. Everybody's like, well, what was your dream? Oh, so the dream was that I was sitting on the couch and there was like a sliding glass door behind me. And I turned around and it was my, who I call her my step goddess, my stepmom. Her name is Norma Jean, and she's adorable. But anyway, I had this dream that I turned around and she was on there was like a porch, not a porch, a balcony. And she walked right through the glass in my dream. And I said to her, are you magic? Do you have magical powers? And she goes, yes, I have many magical powers. And I said, oh, you going to tell me about them? And she sits down next to me and she goes, yeah, I'm going to tell you about them right now. And I was like, does my dad know? And she says, yeah, we're working through that. Anyway, then she was going to tell me her magical powers, and that's when the dogs woke me up again. So I never did get to find out what her magical powers are. And you know, when you have a great dream or you have a dream you want to continue, that never happens. So, of course, I had to let the dogs out again. And the next dream was like, we had a prom at my college and I ended up writing an essay and it was really stupid. But anyway, my stepgoddess has magical powers. Norma, if you're watching, you must disclose all. She thinks I'm crazy. She's probably right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make another one of these coils. Let me count how many. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a loop and a loop. So I didn't really measure that. I should have. But just make sure we have 5 coils. And you do want to get rid of the pointy edge. So yeah. Oh, I also love the term bonus mom. I got her some stuff for Mother's Day, and one of them had a bonus mom saying on it. So that was fun. But I just, I just thought that was funny. Usually I don't remember my dreams, much less want to go back to one. Oh, I need to get my bail making pliers. And there we go. So we said 5 coils, I think. And just take your time with this. I think that's going to do it. Yep. All right, so let me get rid of that sharp end. This one I think is the one we'll bend in. I'm just taking the very edge of my round nose pliers and I'm just gonna make a little coil on the inside of this. And this is not something people are gonna see, so don't worry. And then we're gonna make this guy. We want to keep coiling because we don't want anything to come off. This is where we're going to put our jump ring. And so we're going to put it this way, so we need to move this guy this way. Okay. Now, I'm going to take our jump ring. This time I'm adding this flower, this check flower, tulip. I think I want to add him. There we go. All right. Now we're going to slide this. We have to double knot this. I remember that part. Double knot. Frayed knot. Don't remember the joke. Okay. Oops. Come back here. I'm amazed that I got the boho bead through there without having to use my little hook. I usually have to use that, but not this time. All right. Now you see we ran out of some peach. I'm okay with that. I'm going to add, I think this will look cool actually. I'm going to add this cream color, and we're just going to tie them together. And I will wire wrap it probably off camera just to secure it. You could also probably glue it, but I think if you make the knot tight enough, I don't know that you really need to do that, but I like to be extra secure. So I'll probably do a little wire wrapping around that knot. And that'll give it more texture too. And also it'll hide this tail. All right. Let's see. So if we do that, then let's see. Let's do a little wire wrapping. I'm actually going to use copper for this. And this is a 24 gauge. Sorry, I didn't think my camera was on. I thought, oh no, I haven't turned my camera back on. Oh boy. All right, so I'm just wire wrapping around the bottom part of this knot, and that's just to secure these ends so I can snip them. Let me move that over. This is optional. I mean, you do you. If you don't want to do this, you certainly don't have to, but it is another opportunity to add another, like if you want to do several colors of wire, you can add it here, and also more texture. You could even add seed beads as you go, or little fire polish beads if you wanted to do that too. Designer's choice. So I think that's good. I think I'm good with that. So I'm just gonna one thing you do want to do is make sure your ends don't, you know, poke out anywhere. So I'm going to do just a little nip there and a little nip here. And then I'm going to come in with some flat nose and just flatten this. Okay, now we can trim. There we go. So I kind of like that two-tone. And then maybe we'll just do, you know, one more something right here, just for the continuity of having dangles. And let's see, what do we want to add? So we got these. I think we're gonna, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Gotta pull the beads out. The tray has gotten a little messy. See? Messy. Maybe we'll do a couple of these guys. And a couple of these. And, oops, some orange. All right. So I'm going to grab another one of these guys. I thought some sparkle might be nice. A little sparkle. And I'm just going to do a jump ring. You could add more stuff to it if you want, but I'm just going to go a little bit simpler at the top here. Let all the fun dangling participles hang down below so everybody can see them. I'm in a silly mood tonight. Yeah, last night Cha-Cha fell asleep on top of me. Boy, was she snoring. It was hilarious. There's nothing funnier than a dachshund snore. All right. Now, of course, I'm not going to keep this as long. That way I can use it for other things. I was thinking of a bracelet and using some of the fairy silk. We haven't done a bracelet yet with this. Probably next week's challenge, or next week, week 5 challenge week, I'll do a bracelet of some kind. And I think I'm just going to double knot this other side. I like the texture of the knots too. And this fairy silk is so soft. I always love it against my neck whenever I make any kind of necklace for myself. I love to use it. It adds color, of course, and then it's just nice and gentle on your neck. All right. So this is one side, guys. Isn't that cute? And I think, like I said, I'm probably going to cut probably up here. But I'll wait till I have the other side done before I do that. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side off camera. But I'll let you see what it looks like here in just a minute. It'll be just a minute. It'll be 20 seconds for you, if that. It's going to be like 30 minutes for me. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. And I have the necklace all finished. And as you can see, I've got the other side done. And just a couple things here. These knots didn't hold this piece because it was pretty heavy, so I just went ahead and slid it down, which is fine. I'm fine with that. You may find that you'll have to adjust your design here and there, but I love the boho feel, of course, and the really fun bar right here, and then the tassels. And everything just kind of moves around, which I like. I like movement. I got these really pretty glass beads, leaves that I got, I don't know, way back when from somewhere. We have our coils that we made and big boho beads, and then we added another color of the silk to make it longer. And I think it turned out very nicely. This is not a precise type of necklace. So if you're into precision, this is probably not the design for you. It's going to be different on both sides. First of all, you're going to have a lot of eclectic, different kinds of knots. You're going to, it's going to be very boho. Let me put it that way. So, but I really love it. I think, it's nice to make jewelry like this where it's just almost like a craft project from camp. You know what I mean? You're just adding elements to this beautiful silk and just letting the pieces kind of speak for themselves, which I like. And I like the texture with the wire wrapping. I like the knots. I love that there's some crystal and some copper and some bronze. We've got tassels down here, this gorgeous carved piece down here. And I think it turned out really nice. So we have this piece. And I think I'm going to do, I have more of these leaves. I'm going to do some earrings with those leaves. We have these earrings we made last week. Those coordinate nicely. Oops. There we go. And, of course, we have what started it all, which is this beautiful focal. And I just love this colorway. Pretty, huh? It's coming together. And this was the inspiration. So you can really get a lot out of a picture if you really, you know, think about it and work on it and take your time. And I can't wait to see what you all do. Now, I did say stay till the end because I wanted to show you just a little preview of the Tutorial Tuesday we have coming up. I realize we missed a few here and there, but we're going to get back to that. And I'm itching to work on the latest bargain bead box, which we just got, called the Cloudburst. So I'm just going to show you really quickly. Of course, I added a few things of my own, which I'm going to show you now. So here is the Cloudburst, and this is all the items that came in the box. And I love these. I can't wait to use those. So I kind of took my cue from kind of the AB finish on a lot of these pieces and these beautiful stones. So I added more of these guys, kind of a grayish blue. And then I wanted to pick up more of that icy gray blue. We've got pearls. So I went with a subtler palette than I normally do. I found this. I love this piece. I found this in my stash. And also, I do love what came in the box. So, definitely be using that. And then I grabbed some silver. These are called Rolo beads that I got from Softlex. And some beautiful Z beads in kind of a pastel. So, I can't wait to play with these all together. So, Tutorial Tuesday is coming up. I might add some seed beads in some various colors, but really this is going to be probably it. And I may do some silver findings as well. I do like this hammered bronze. That's really cool. These are enormous. I think they make great focals. I saw some people use them with the really big toggle and they look nice. I'm going to maybe go out of the box and not do it that way, but that's totally up to you, of course. And then we have this beautiful chain that came, so we'll play with that. And anyway, I just want to give you a preview of where I was going with the newest bargain bead box. I'm so excited to play with this. And I'll probably throw in some Softlex wire too while I'm at it, because I love to add Softlex to the bargain bead box. So anyway, stay tuned for this for Tutorial Tuesday. Just want to give you a peek there so you know what's coming. And let me think. I've got a massive unboxing for you. I went to the Bargain Bead Box website. I'm just going to give you a quick view of that. That's a haul video I'm going to be doing. And I think I got one more. Oh, we want to make some stuff with the latest DD box, The Taste of Summer. So lots of videos coming up, and I'm excited. We have some really cool things we're going to be doing for Jesse James Beads, us ambassadors, which I can't really disclose, but they're going to be all summer long. So stay tuned for that. There'll be some videos with that stuff. And I think that's about it. Let me just give you another little gander at all this. This is what we made tonight. And this is our beautiful fairy All of this just screams like forest fairy to me. And I do love the colors. And then of course, I got to make some more chandelier earrings for sure, and use some of those more of these glass leaves. All right, so do post what you're making in the Facebook group. Again, that's Marcie Creates. I do try to hop on there and look at everybody's. Hopefully this next weekend, I'll have a long weekend. I'll be able to really catch up. But what I've seen is gorgeous. If you're not a member, join us. Just a few quick questions to answer, and you can get in. All right. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and be safe. Take care of yourselves and your families. I thank you so much for subscribing, liking. It's never too little. I mean, I appreciate all of it, and all your wonderful comments. They're just so lovely, and I really appreciate it. So have a great night, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you on the next video.